Hello and welcome to SAP Learning Academy and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I will be telling you about the UPSERT statement in SQL. This UPSERT statement has a combination of insert and update. So we need to understand it very clearly that when the UPSERT statement works as normal statement like insert or update. So we need to understand the basic difference in it. So I'll be giving you an example. I'll be creating a table, and in the table I will be using different values. I'll be trying to insert or update. So let me start by creating a table first. First I will create a table. I will be creating a row table, and suppose I'm creating as table T, and I'm putting some value in it, and suppose this is my primary key, and I have some value, another variable called val, and I will execute this statement in order to create the table. So this table is created. So currently this table has no data in it, so I will just insert the data now in it. So let me first check it. So how this table is there any entry or not? So there are no entries and having two variable key and val. So now we will insert some data in it. So I will use the command called upsert values, and I'm going to use the values like 1 1. So we're going to upsert the data into this table T with values 1 and 1. And let me tell you that this upsert statement works as simple as equal to insert statement, because you're not using any where clause, because the upsert statement works when your where clause is false. This is a very vital point that you need to understand that. So if you're using a where clause in your statement, if your insert statement, then if the where clause is false, then only your upsert statement is going to work. I will give you an example. What do I mean by where clause is false, so that you can easily understand. So if I execute this statement, just see that the data will be entered into this table. So we can see the data in this. So you can see the data as 1 and 1, and I can also see this example. Let me just drop the table, not drop it, just let me delete the data, and I will show the same example with the insert. So let me just use this insert statement, insert into, and also I can see that same data is inserted, and yeah, this statement is executed, and let me see the data. So the data is inserted here as 1 and 1. So whether you use insert or update, insert or upsert, so both are going to work the same way. And now I will give you the real example where we have to use upsert. The insert or update are not going to work. So this example is, you have to write like upsert T values where 2 to suppose your condition is key equal to 2. Now see this example, and this is a very vital point of this tutorial, because as I told that upsert statement is going to use when your where condition is false. So let me show you that the data first into the table. So currently this table is having data 1 and 1. There is nothing called key 2. I have defined here key equal to 2, means this statement is false. So now in this statement it is going to work. So let me write insert into. You will see that it will not work because your statement is incorrect. It means this key doesn't have, there's nothing, no value called key equal to 2. But if you use the statement called UPSERT, then it will actually insert the data. So let me now execute this one. Look, it has successfully executed, and we can now see the data into the table. Yes, we can now see the data. So as I told that the UPSERT statement works when your where condition is false, and if your where condition is true, then it will work as update statement. So you are updating some, some field, some value. And now I have few more example, like you want to use like UPSERT. Suppose you want to update some value of any key. Suppose the key is 1. So when my key is 1, I want to actually UPSERT this data. Now you can see the data in it. Look, now data for val is changed. So this works as update. So at this statement, when your where condition works as where your what condition is true, when your where condition is true, then it is going to work as simple as update statement. And when your where condition is false, then it is going to work as the UPSERT statement. So that's all about this tutorial. I hope I tried to explain the main difference between the UPSERT, insert and update. So thank you for watching, and please watch my other tutorial. I have given the links in the below description. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.